It's basically, after having listened to Dr. Lee and Dr. Tant explained, particularly with Dr. Lee, he specified how we as a company should strategically promote our company, our image, the value, and the product. I think it's quite unlike when most people think about marketing. It's like, oh, we need a brand. And to them, very often people do not quite understand what a brand means. They think that it's so easy to just say, oh, my brand is, ABC Sandrian Berhad. And everybody would automatically just say, yeah, it's a great company. It doesn't work like that. Brand names are usually cultured over long periods of time and under a lot of effort. There may be some products that very quickly, automatically pick up a lot of disciples, people who just say, this is a fantastic brand, a fantastic product, and they just keep talking about it. But maybe one or two in a century, a product like that pops out. But more often, brands are created, labored on, pushed forward. What Dr. Lee has advised us is that when we push on to create that brand, that name of your company or your product, you need to be strategic about it. It's not about luck, oh, you're so lucky, you got a product, everybody likes. I think it's more than that. And I think there's a lot of, there's a lot of wisdom coming out from Dr. Lee. And in particular with Dr. Tan Hui Yin, the way she explained how we can do it. You see, right now, if we want to promote, we want to create a brand of our product, of our company, the values of this product and the company, you either have to spend a lot of money in advertising, you need to spend a lot of money in promoting and trying to get people to know your product, understand what you're trying to sell. It's easy, like for example, in the kind of work that I do, K-Farm is my company, and I've been selling star fruit to the Europeans for quite many years now. Of course, today, I don't have to do as much work as I did in the early years, knocking onto the doors of a lot of importing companies in Europe. Today, people call us up. But imagine, in the first few years of the business, I literally went up to their door, knock on them, and try to sell my product to them and spend hours on hours trying to get them to understand and why they should do business with me. But here, with the Agrolink Malaysia.com, I can literally, in the pleasure of my home, in my office, log onto this site and place my information and all of the value of the products of my company and the product that I sell. And if I were to be clever enough, I would be able to put all of these information correctly. In the words of Dr. Lee, it would be strategically, such that any other businessman in the world who wants to know about star fruit, as soon as they come in, search a few keywords, and voila, I'm there. Smack onto their face and say, hey, this seems to be the only person in the whole world that do the business in star fruit. And I tell you, if people were to find that happening, I'll be a very, very successful businessman. So this is where, when the creators of Agrolink Malaysia, the web portal, this is where we said we wanted to create a web portal whereby business people could come on board and to project their information without fear, and where they can find advantage. Now, initially, the agrolinkmalaysia.com is only available for Malaysians, okay? We are not going to be opening up to non-Malaysians from outside the country, but whereby people from outside the country can view onto this link and they can find all of the information of the exporters and importers in the country. Now imagine at a later stage when we open up to the rest of the world, or even in the region, for example, in ASEAN or in Asia, can you imagine the level of business that this portal will make us? So this is something to think about.